Hello everybody, hopefully you're having a wonderful, fantabulous, and mystical day. Over in the mystical side of life, today we are starting a series that I've been wanting to start for a while, and we're going to be making a Dungeons & Dragons character. So I meet a friend that works at the Cartoon Network building. She's a wonderful person. I'll drop a link to her stuff somewhere. Her name is Amelia Hagen. She's an awesome person. Together we're going to be making a Dungeons & Dragons character, something that I kind of really enjoy doing. This episode we're actually going to just be doing the prologue to the actual character and the actual story. And it's just something that we kind of made up. You guys can feel free to change it. This character will be playable to anyone who wants to play it because we made a character sheet for it so you guys can enjoy. And you guys can download the art as well in case you guys want to use that for your story and share it with your friends. So, I'm going to read you guys the description that Amelia wrote. Very, very nice. And we're going to go from there. So we only got 10 minutes for this, though, because the actual video I have is me drawing and painting the father of this paladin. And by the way, it's a corrupt paladin. So, for the beginning, his name is Pteroi the Gilded. So, downwards wetter is not always better. For some life under the waves is as torrential as the currents themselves. However, many find solace in the arms of Aalton family. For generations they have been the mouthpiece of the gods above. What once were humble churches that provided a path to an honest life evolved into a gilded corporation of divinity as their followers count grew. It seemed as though these found a way to profit from the desperation of others to lead a pious life. Of course, they live to serve, but they serve best when gold is added to the equation. Every member of the Aalton family was expected to become a cleric, continue this long line of holy men and women. Typically, the oldest child would become the head priest and priestess, securing their wealth position until the day they died. However, this hierarchy was unsettled when Gillae Aalton, Pteroi's mother, gave birth to triplets. Since all three were born on the same day, it was decided when they came of age, each would set out to become as renowned as possible. Siblings with the most followers would be awarded title of the head priest or priestesses. Priestesses? I can't read, sorry. This seemed to come naturally for his older brother Finn and his older sister Indra, despite not having a single connection to a god. They thrived amongst the people, providing further to Pteroi that what would set him apart was a return to divinity. After years of searching and frankly getting distracted, Pteroi stumbled upon an actual god, one only he could hear in his head. To him, this was his big break. To his family, it was just another screw loose. They believed the booze-filled nights sleeping in strangers' beds had gotten him. Still, Pteroi couldn't be swayed and made his promise he would convert a population of people who no other Aalton had ever reached, the land dwellers. Armed with his trusty ladle, which surely was a weapon on land as well, he set out to change minds and have a little fun. So, that was a little introduction that Amelia wrote. I felt like that was a perfect introduction because this character has a lot to say. So if you guys want to go ahead and read that on your own, you will be able to. I will put it somewhere in the description just so you guys can, enjoy the nice presentation that Amelia made for us. And she also made a character sheet. Now, this character sheet is adjustable, so you guys can change whatever you guys want with it. You guys can mess around with it, do your own art for it, and please add to the story. because this is a character that's level 1 and you guys build off of it. So anything that happens in your story, feel free to write in the comments down below or anything like that. So getting to the actual story, right? Or not the actual story, but the art. So in the actual art piece that I'm doing for the this prologue, it's mainly about the the main character, who is his father, right? So I just did a little piece of his father, and he just a little painting, right? So his father, the way I kind of imagined it, is a little bit stubborn, and he's known by the people to have done something significant, like the story said that Emilia wrote out, but we don't know exactly what he did. And maybe you guys can create something and let me know in the comments down below. What do you think he did? I think he could have, found like riches and things like that and kind of persuaded people to do stuff. But like Emilia wrote, they did do some shady stuff with religion. So feel free to, enjoy that. And then, I'm just doing a little bit of painting. The color palette that I used was from an environment, and I just kind of smudged it around, did a little bit of painting. If you want to learn how to do that, just let me know, and then I'll try to make a video on it. But the drawing itself isn't too complicated. It was just a quick little drawing. Again, I want to apologize. Today's episode was actually supposed to be on the main character, but I felt like we really needed a backstory to this character in order to execute him properly. And because of other reasons, that me and Emilia weren't able to meet up and actually do the audio recording for this, I didn't want to just not make a video for you guys, because I feel like you guys deserve a good video. And I just don't want to be speaking the whole time about stuff. I want you guys to actually enjoy the content. So I felt like I would give you guys this little backstory. Next week I will be making the files available, so you guys can see the backstory of the character today, but you won't be able to actually download any of it until next week, when we actually record the audio and talk about the character. And you guys can actually see the character development and stuff like that of the character, because I feel like that's going to be even more fun, because it's not just the father. Next week's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about the character himself and some of his quirks that he has as a person, or should I say as a merman, because he's a merman, in case you guys didn't pick that up. He's a merman, but he's classified as a corrupt paladin, because the god that he worships, well, we'll leave that for next episode. Anyways, I'm just going to leave the rest up to you guys. I just want you guys to just enjoy the painting. And just know I'm working pretty hard on trying to get all this stuff out to you guys by next week. I also want to make a splash, but I'll probably make that the following week, just because of time crunch. And I want you guys to be able to, have fun with it. And I'm just going to make the splash on the side, and you guys can use that as your thing, or you can choose not to, whatever you want. Anyways, guys, as always, remember to stay mystical, and don't forget to comment down below. I know I keep saying it, but it's important for me to know what you think. Anyways, guys, peace.